read one line, gave me a chill. I didn't have to read anything else in the book.
With little time to waste and a sermon blaring on the radio, Chuck Pryor got back to what's become relentless work.
We spread ourselves too thin.
Pryor is the director of this small Houston funeral home, and ever since the global pandemic came to Texas, a state hit hard by COVID-19, the phone has not stopped ringing. Pryor himself is often answering the call and driving to pick up the body of yet another victim of the disease as the nation's coronavirus death toll approaches the 500,000 mark.
Exhausted. Overwhelmed.
Pryor says the number of deaths his funeral home handled in 2020 were more than double what he would see in a normal year. So far, 2021 hasn't been any easier. As deaths have mounted in the winter months, overloaded hospitals want bodies removed quickly.
It's a huge risk for the employees, especially those that's transporting the deceased.
Pryor's staff is feeling the strain, and over the past year, some exhausted workers at Priority Funeral Experience quit, while others fell ill.
One of my good guys at the beginning of the pandemic, he died in April, just wasn't feeling good. 2 weeks later, he gone. And his mom died a week before him, and he didn't know his mom died.
Pryor's family has dealt with its own fair share of grief during the pandemic, losing his nephew and uncle and other extended family to COVID-19. But Pryor tries to stay positive, saying he focuses on the present.
I choose to take one day, one person at a time.
Since the ride-along with Pryor, a crippling winter storm has caused days of power outages and water shortages in Houston, straining the ability of hospitals to treat COVID-19 patients and isolating vulnerable communities cut off by frozen roads.